Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing great myself because today I have actually found the worst Steam Deck video I have ever seen in my life. I know I said that the last Steam Deck video we covered was worse than Quantum's, but this video we're going to be watching today honestly makes Quantum's Steam Deck review look well thought out and well informed. And I'm not trying to spoil too much, but you guys will see here in a second. But before we get into this video, I do want to announce the winner of the Miles Morales PC giveaway from last video, and that is Zyphos Gaming. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, congratulations on winning the giveaway. To reach out to me, just hit up my Discord. I have it on the screen right now. As soon as I see your friend request or your message request, whatever, I'll accept it. And then from there, just send me your Steam ID and DMs, and then I'll send the game to you. So from the time of this video going live, you have 24 hours to contact me on Discord. And if you do not, then I will re-roll the winner. But anyway, with a little giveaway winner announcement out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the video.
How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another rant. Now today, wanted to get something off my chest. Wanted to talk about Valve's handheld, the Steam Deck. Yes, the Steam Deck. So there's a lot that I want to say about this product. I don't think we're going to be able to cover it all in today's video. But where do we even begin with this thing?
We begin by fast forwarding the next 30 seconds or so because all this guy does is basically explain what the Steam Deck is. But don't worry, after his little intro, everything falls off a cliff.
So the Steam Deck launched earlier this year, I believe. And yeah, let's just get this out of the way. It's not cheap. You have to order it directly through Valve, right through the Steam website. So you have to log in and create a Steam account. And the console, the idea of the console, is basically a Nintendo Switch knockoff, if you will. Very similar aesthetically to the Switch. Obviously, it's more powerful. The Steam Deck's got about as much power as, let's say, a last generation console, if you will. So there's a lot of neckbeard, greasy neckbeard nerds in the community that have their dicks right in the air over the Steam Deck.
This dude just set a record that I didn't think could be beaten, but he actually beat Quantum at something. He managed to insult people before he even made his argument. If you're excited about, or if you like the Steam Deck, then you're just a greasy neckbeard who has his, your Steam Deck up in the air, if you know what I mean. Ahaha. So yeah, I guess congrats for setting a new world record, my guy.
And so let's take a look at the prices, shall we? So I've got it right up on my screen here. So an entry-level Steam Deck, get this, it's $499 Canadian. I don't know what the shipping and handling is on the console. Again, you can't buy it at retail. And that comes with 64 gigabytes of memory. And then you can get the next model up, which jumps up to $659 Canadian. So at that point, it's more expensive than a Series X or a PlayStation 5.
I absolutely hate this argument against the Steam Deck that, oh, it's more expensive than a next-gen console, so it's not worth it. The Steam Deck and consoles are not the same market. They're completely different markets. The Steam Deck falls into the PC/handheld market. It is not a console. This is like complaining that a filet mignon steak is more expensive than a wedding cake, even though the wedding cake has more calories in it. Yeah, they're both food, but they're completely different markets.
And you can get 256 gigabytes of memory SSD, $659. And then for $819 Canadian, you can get the Cadillac model, which comes with 512 gigabytes with SSD. So, yeah, not cheap. You can't go into a regular brick and mortar store. You can't go into Walmart and take a look at one of these things. Heaven forbid you'd want to look at one before you purchase it. Heaven forbid you'd want to look at one.
I mean, this is like the one kind of valid complaint that he has throughout the entire video, but even then, you can just look at it and see how it looks in pictures, and then figure out the dimensions and sort of get an idea for how it would fit in your hands. Again, this complaint is kind of valid, but his argument is that he can't look at one when you can obviously just pull one up on your phone and take a look, or you could watch somebody review it. So yeah, I kind of understand this argument, but at the same time, there's a very easy fix for it.
So you have to roll the dice and order one of these online. Wait God knows how long for it to arrive. And then when it finally does arrive, you get to be the cool kid on the block, because you know why, folks? You've got a Steam Deck, okay? Big fucking deal. Where do we even begin with this fucking thing? Where do we even begin? I think I would rather have a Nintendo Switch than a Steam Deck.
You can taste the salt emitting from your screen right now. This dude probably saw somebody in his neighborhood with a Steam Deck and then got mad jealous because the version he wanted was on back order. And he's just stuck with his Nintendo Switch until he can get one. Which, by the way, dude, as you showed in your own screenshots, the 2 higher end models are available. So you can go ahead and get one if you want. Also, I love how he says you gotta wait God knows how long to get one, when in the screenshot he showed it said 1 to 2 weeks. In my case, it was only like 1 week. So thank you, Valve. Very cool.
So, my biggest gripe with the Steam Deck, other than the price and the fact that you can't even go into the store to look at one, is the fact that Valve has pretty much put a fucking gun to your head as a consumer and told you the only way that you can play games on this piece of shit console is if you subscribe to Steam, Valve's online store, and be able to purchase games digitally. You can't run physical games on the Steam Deck.
I think this dude is about to take the drama queen crown away from Quantum as well. He actually just said Valve is holding a gun to your head, saying you have to subscribe to Steam. Dude, what? You're acting like this is Game Pass or PS Plus where you have to pay a monthly fee. No, that's not what this is. You get the Steam Deck and then Steam is the store which you use to buy games on it. By this logic, when you get an Xbox Series X, I guess you have to subscribe to the Microsoft store. When you get a Switch, you have to subscribe to the Nintendo store. Or when you get a PlayStation, I guess you have to subscribe to the PS store. This is such a dumb argument. And also, do you want to know why you can't use physical games on this thing? It's because it's not a console, it's a PC. There have not been physical PC games for probably decades at this point. PC has been 100% digital for the longest time now. Of course there's not going to be any physical games. Nobody's holding a gun to your head, dude. Calm down.
And play your games that way. Apparently there's significant compatibility issues with the Steam Deck. So I heard from someone who has a Steam account on their computer and they've got like over 350 games. And when they booted up their Steam Deck and logged into Steam, the Steam Deck was only telling him that only about 150 titles could potentially run properly on the Steam Deck. Wrap your fucking head around that. Good lord. You've built up this huge catalog of digital downloads on your PC, and then you log on to the Steam Deck, which you'd think wouldn't have any issues running every single game in your catalog, and apparently it's not the case. There's compatibility issues.
Here we go, the classic Quantum argument. I can't play every single Steam game, even though you can. And even if you're not able to, that is not the Steam Deck's fault. That is on the developers for not optimizing the games, or not making them compatible with Linux, whatever the issue might be. For example, over Thanksgiving break, I took my Steam Deck home. I wanted to play Uno with one of my friends. The game runs just fine on the Steam Deck, but the problem is, anytime I tried to join a game with him, it would give us a connection error. But that's not the Steam Deck's fault. Yes, it sucks that it doesn't work, but that's Ubisoft's fault, not the Steam Deck's fault. And also, every single game on Steam has a little icon next to it that tells you whether or not it's compatible with the Steam Deck. And guess what? Most of the time, if it says it's incompatible, all you have to do is activate like one of the Proton extensions or something. It really is just that simple.
Which brings me to my next point. If the fucking console had Windows installed, it would be so much better of an ecosystem, folks. Imagine if it had Windows 11, right? Right? You could run your emulation, you could run your abandonware, you could run DOSBox, you could fucking log into good old games. But no, Valve puts a pistol to your head and tells you you have to become a member of Steam if you haven't already.
You do realize you can install Windows on the Steam Deck, correct? You do understand that you can do this, right? But at the same time, there's a very obvious reason they went with Linux over Steam. Aside from the financials and all that stuff, Windows is really bad on the Steam Deck. Linus Tech Tips has a really good video on it if you want to go watch it. But they tried games like Doom Eternal, and they were getting like a locked 60 FPS in Linux on Doom Eternal. And then when they switched over to the Steam Deck that had Windows installed on it, it was running at like 40 FPS. So, dude, you were complaining that this thing is as powerful as a last-gen console. Well, trust me, this thing performs way worse than a last-gen console when it has Windows on it.
And that's how Valve makes their money, right? You buy the Steam Deck, they get your foot in the door, right? And they get your buy-in, they force you to download Steam and start accumulating digital downloads, which is essentially a rental service. And all you fucking neckbeards out there fell for it. Oh my fucking god. Every single person I've spoken to that bought a Steam Deck, you know what they're doing with their Steam Deck? They're sitting there staring at it. It's a fucking paperweight, okay?
Dude, digital games are not a rental service on Steam. Their DRM is extremely lenient. As long as the game is single player, you can play it without having any sort of Wi-Fi connection. I played Miles Morales on my flight back from home. That's actually where I 100%ed it, and it was awesome. And I find it kind of ironic that you're giving the Series X a shout out in this video, when Microsoft probably has the worst DRM out of every single console manufacturer. I could be wrong, Nintendo or Sony could be worse, but I'm pretty sure Microsoft is the worst. Remember that server outage a couple months ago? People couldn't even play single player games. And honestly, dude, if every person you've talked to is just staring at their Steam Deck, then they probably don't travel very much. I guess I could be a little technical here and say, oh, well, you know, you have to look at the device to play it because the screen is on it, so obviously you're always looking at it. But no, I'm not going to do that. Me being passive-aggressive is saved specifically for Quantum.
Good fucking lord. Good lord. You'd be further ahead to spend $700 or $800 on a decent laptop, not a gaming laptop, just a decent laptop, and install your games on the laptop through Windows.
I know this man did not just say people should get a non-gaming device to play video games instead of a device that was designed to play video games. Jesus Christ. You know what, dude? If you think the Steam Deck is underpowered, yeah, go ahead, get like a $600 Canadian laptop and try to play your games on that, and then tell me how great of an experience that is. But I just love how he's been saying all these complaints like, oh, you're forced to download games because PC is digital only. But then he's gonna go ahead and suggest that people get a PC. Kind of contradictory, not gonna lie.
So what I'm seeing in the community is there's a lot of elitism and consumerism surrounding this device. There's a lot of gamers out there, they call themselves gamers, and they buy the Steam Deck just so they can pump their chest in the air. Look what I have, look what I have, I've got the latest gizmo. I've got the Steam Deck, ladies and gentlemen. Look what I have. Look what I have. Fuck off.
This man is angry. He's really mad that he couldn't get his hands on a Steam Deck and other people could. Like, honestly, dude, you're just acting extremely, like, I don't know, envious, jealous, whatever you want to say. That's kind of a weird point to bring up, I know, but that's the only way I can describe how this dude's acting. He's just mad at anybody who gets a Steam Deck, and the way he acts makes it seem like he really wants one but just couldn't get one. So now he's just gonna take it out on other people who are enjoying the product.
Wrap your fucking heads around that. For a mid-tier Steam Deck, $659 Canadian, plus shipping and handling. You can't test it out before you buy it. You can't even touch it or look at it. You have to order it through Valve's website. Whereas you can walk right into Walmart, right off the street, and for $599 Canadian, you could buy one of these. Unfucking believable.
Well, there's a bit of a difference between the Steam Deck and the Series X. First of all, the Steam Deck has access to way more games than the Series X does. You can customize it way more. You have access to emulators. It's portable. The cheapest model is less expensive than the Series X. And honestly, the comparison he's making goes back to the whole filet mignon versus wedding cake thing. Yes, at the end of the day, the Series X and the Steam Deck both play games, but they fall into completely different markets. And also, I'm just saying, if I was going to get a Series X or any console, I'm not going into Walmart to get one. I'm just going to order one online.
Unbelievable. Are you gonna play Starfield on your Steam Deck? Are you gonna play Starfield? No, you're not, because you don't have Windows and you don't have an Xbox. So yeah, there's so much that really pisses me off about the Steam Deck. It's so niche. It's so fucking niche. Just like the fucking Mister and the Framemeister.
Okay, but why does it piss you off so much? It's definitely a niche product, don't get me wrong, but what's wrong with a product being niche? And why does it piss you off, more importantly? And also, if Starfield does come to Steam, then yes, you could play it on your Steam Deck. Now, will it? Probably, actually. All of Bethesda's recent games have come to Steam, and same goes for Microsoft. They're even putting old games like Sea of Thieves on Steam. And I'm pretty sure their recent games like Forza have launched on Steam. So yeah, if people wanted to play Starfield on their Steam Deck, they probably will be able to.
God, I hate these products where you can't go into the store and look at them. I can't fucking stand that. And like I said, the icing on the cake is the fact that you have to install and subscribe to Steam OS, which is garbage. Who uses Steam OS? Seriously!
Alright, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. Goodbye. Nope, I'm not doing that joke. I've done the joke where I get up and walk away too many times now. And I have to stay here and finish out this video. But God Almighty above, help me now. This man did not just say who uses Steam when it has more registered users than consoles have sold in the history of mankind. Steam has over 1 billion registered users. 1 out of every 8 people who exist on planet Earth have a Steam account. Also, you're not installing the Steam OS on the Steam Deck. It comes pre-installed, and you're not subscribing to anything, which you guys should do to my channel. But anyway, when you say, oh, you gotta subscribe to this, people are gonna think, oh, wow, I have to pay a monthly fee for this. That's a ripoff. No, dude, that's a very poor way of putting it, and you know that. And again, I just can't get over the fact he actually said who uses Steam. Jesus Christ.
So, this seems like it would be a good idea. This product seems like it would be a good idea, A Nintendo Switch killer. A Switch for adults. If it had Windows installed on it. But no. For this price, for what they're asking, and all you have is Steam OS. Don't give me that, oh, you can install Windows through some backdoor way of getting around everything and sideload. No, fuck off. If it doesn't come with Windows from the fucking factory, I'm not interested.
Okay, but you do realize that it comes with Linux from the factory, right? You're acting like the only OS on this is the Steam OS. You do realize there's a whole desktop mode where you have Linux, right? But dude, you must hate regular consoles then, because technically speaking, the Steam Deck has 2 OSs. It is Linux and the Steam OS. Meanwhile, all the consoles out there only have one, their base operating system. So if you don't like the fact that the Steam Deck only comes with 2 OSs, you're gonna hate all the consoles, especially the PlayStation and Switch. Last I checked, those don't have Windows, but you're perfectly fine with that, right?
So, yeah, talk about a steaming pile of crap. All you elitists out there bragging about how you've purchased a Steam Deck and you're acting like it's the second coming of Christ. You guys need to give your fucking head a shake. You guys got taken for a fucking ride. Oh my god. It reminds me of back in the day when I bought the BlackBerry Playbook tablet.
I know you probably just rolled your eyes at the whole back in my day thing, but wait until you hear what this guy's about to say. It's going to completely contradict what he said earlier in the video.
And after a couple of years, it was a fucking paperweight. That's what the Steam Deck is going to be. It's going to be a fucking paperweight. In about 2.5 years time, it'll be completely outdated. You won't be able to upgrade the hardware inside the device.
Wait. I could have sworn earlier in the video you were saying that the Steam Deck already was a paperweight, but now it's going to be in a few years. You do realize that that's how technology works, right? Technology comes out, it's good for a couple years, and then it gets replaced by newer, better technology, and the old technology becomes obsolete. This is how technology works. You understand this, correct? I guess I shouldn't even ask that question because clearly not. Also, if you hate that you can't upgrade the hardware inside the Steam Deck, you must hate consoles. You can't upgrade anything inside any of the consoles except for, like, you can swap out the PS5's SSD, I think. But I'm pretty sure that's it. So, yeah, you must hate consoles then, right? No, of course not. You're gonna advocate people get a console instead. And then complain about something that consoles have an issue with.
You guys are just test monkeys, because if Valve had real faith in their product, they would sell it at the point of sale in a retail store. But because they don't, that leads me to believe that this thing is just beta testing. And you guys that bought this fucking thing, you're getting taken for a fucking ride. Okay, you're gonna pay for that. You're gonna pay 3 times over what you paid for the Steam Deck by way of digital download rental services, rental games through the Steam OS. You guys are getting fucking suckered. Good fucking lord.
Again with this whole digital rental thing. In case you guys couldn't tell by now, this dude is avidly against digital games and just praises physical games, which I have no problem with. Like, obviously, if you want to preserve physical copies of things, that's great, good on you. But it's just so ironic that you're gonna bash a PC for not having physical games and then suggest people get a laptop instead. And you're also saying that people should get an Xbox instead, which has way stricter DRM than the Steam Deck does. If the Steam servers go down, then you can still play your games, as long as they're not online, obviously. But with Xbox, as we've seen before, if the servers go down, you're screwed. No gaming for you.
Fucking Steam Deck. Absolute fucking trash. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You guys fucking fall for everything in the gaming community. Oh my fucking god. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this rant. Leave in the comments below. What do you think of the Steam Deck? Waste of fucking money, eh? Oh my god. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.
That's right, the millions of people out there enjoying their Steam Decks right now, they definitely fell for something. This one random dude on YouTube with a 360p quality camera, he definitely speaks the truth and knows everything. And yeah, he's gonna tell you all to have a good night after calling you a bunch of greasy neckbeards who will fall for anything. Way to save yourself, my dude. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Really quick before I go, I just want to thank you guys again for all the crazy support recently. That video I made covering Quantum's Ragnarok video almost has 50,000 views now, and we're almost halfway between 3,000 and 4,000 subscribers. You guys are honestly the best, and I do mean that. But with that out of the way, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time.